Hello, good morning, boys and girls. I am officially back. It is your good friend, North Sentinel Island. We are pretty much in a game of geopolitics right now, figuring out who the hell we're gonna screw over. I'm thinking about doing Danzig or war, because after we do that, even if they don't back down, which they won't back down, we could do around Maginot. And just, well, eventually, we could literally just go right down here to Tannenbaum. And ultimately, I'll just keep our options open for when it comes to there's just something in this faction whole thing falls apart. There's no reason why we shouldn't just be barging right in and just dealing with it. Because I'm leaving these Baltic countries unguaranteed right now because I really... Yeah. They outnumber us infantry-wise a lot. And historically, that's what they did. They have about 3 million troops, and we only have like 800,000. But it's respectable. And we're communist. And we're about to begin the process of making Czechoslovakia communist. They got a Prince of Terror. And that's it. There's nothing about them not having like an anti-communist guy, which will be good because I want these men in my Comintern. And I think that will be the best bet because historically they'll actually be good. They'd be good allies for the Comintern, don't you think? And it's been probably about a year of, people should be getting used to like shortages of random things. Like you might live by the sea, but there won't be any fish because there's a shortage of fish, which is kind of strange because you live by the sea, so you think like seafood would be plentiful. But that's just because in the third-year plan they forgot to order fish, so no one built them or I'm not exactly sure how that works. If you read Fox News, it's just because they're all lazy and they didn't work. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure historically people haven't worked anywhere. And, I'm not really that certain too. You can't get, probably will get fired if you don't work in the Soviet Union. But it's even worse because if you don't work in America, they'll just fire you. But in, the Soviet Union, they'll just throw you into Gulag. And that automatically bypass that focus. So I'm just thinking that situation. Because if Stalin told you to build something and you didn't build it, all this does is just gain a little bit of oomph. This All it really does is just increase my, like, opinion. And I can't do that. And I really want to do this, but I can't. At least not yet. I mean, if these guys reject it, yeah, I'm just looking here because then we could do war of Greece, but we're not even close to Greece. So we still just have like more of a rebuilding period to do things. This we can't do because you need to be fascist. We did that. This we could actually catch up and do a heavy fighter models, which would actually be interesting. This might be interesting to do rockets. We all know how interesting they are. But I'm just thinking like we just do like continue to undermine Großraumschaft. And then we just could click on this because as weird as it sounds. This is gonna mean shit, but there we go. I should have read that. Uh-oh. Yep, it seems like India wants out. Which makes sense, because, I mean, it's... I don't know. The British could be completely... Mobile infantry done. The first of hopefully what's going to be many wonderful land doctrines to research. As you see, we have a bonus. 172 days. Let's knock that down. But, you know, they kind of like us, not a lot, but as for military access, they would actually agree for a lot of stuff. Improve relations. See, I like these non-aggression pact things because, you know, if something does happen, like, if we go to war with Poland, France is guaranteed them, but that's it. Because the other parties have non-aggression pacts with me, so then it's just kind of like, who are they going to honor? And France wasted a lot of political power, too, guaranteeing those nations. These people are catching up. When it's time to build another motorized unit, I'll do that. Halfway towards another panzer unit. I guess this is what I like about upgrades, because you just could stink stuff into it. Like if you're indecisive or whatnot. So we made Czechoslovakia kind of happy, and at least we know they're not, I mean, I'm not worried about being overrun by them or anything. But given the German way of war, if you can't, I mean, they usually wanted stuff to be done quickly. They didn't want long, drawn-out campaigns. And probably for my next playthrough, if I play this game again, I might actually just play Postal. But, the USSR, you could just, steamroll people. And then you have to be, not worried if you kill 3 or 4 million non-existing people. And as you see, it's kind of like a lot of these things are kind of like off limits for you now that you've gone communist. And a lot of these non-aggression pacts too, as strange as they sound, there are ways to, if war does happen, it's a way of getting away with it. 15-centimeter artillery shells, which is always a good thing. Don't you agree? No. You want to get with the times now? Thank you. Good. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. I wonder if we could do a non-aggression pact with France. Because that'll be the ultimate way of, be really putting these people in it's at least one person's going to be honoring this alliance, I think. Minus 24. A lot of it's just because they don't. I don't even think we did anything too. Yeah, we didn't even increase their, we didn't get them to like us once. So it's kind of like in this situation, if we end up going to war against one of these countries, pretty much we're guaranteed all their neighbors, which is kind of like what you need. These guys would go with the Minji Morshi if they had a choice. As you notice, they're guaranteed by Poland, and I want to check these Baltic states. You're by yourself. You're by yourself. And let me guess, you're by yourself. Usland. Estland. So when our Soviet brother gobbles them up, well, we'll be in a situation. What does this mean? Well, you can't be against me, right? Alright, Italy is going to help hate them. Pretty much, they're going to like a bunch of people, but they're going to hate Italy, which might actually, as I said before, that might be one of my thought processes. Because no one's guaranteeing you. I see no reason why we can't guarantee you. We can't go to war against you. After all, France can't just guarantee everybody. Yeah, now they have 4 guarantees, which means they ate up a lot of political power guaranteeing people. Which is good because that means, well, still like as time clicks every single day, you're becoming more and more communist. Political decorate. Yeah. They're really, supposedly, they're very influenced. Uh-oh. Sophie Hayek. Oh, yes. Look at this nut. We have ways of making you talk. As I said before, the communists were really good at stuff like that. And we really want to do a situation when they... There we go. Really want these guys to be happy because they're going to they're beginning their political focus, and I want them to go left. Speaking of that, let's see what Skorzeny's doing. How are you doing there, buddy? And then once we have that, we can make you do stuff. Make you control trade. Yeah, you're still building your network. Communist, go. Good. That's how we do things here. We try to do our best to make the world communist by any means possible, and that means having a lot of friendly is pulling the sandwich between two people. And if we're both communists, well, so much the better. Don't you agree? Then instead of lamenting that I don't have any puppets because I conquered them all, I could have puppets of my own. I'm pretty sure the way I play in Civil Wars now is through the agents. need to look up this crap to see like how it all works out. And obviously it makes sense to actually build our Aver orchestrated coup is this. Currently it's because we needed 2 operatives and 70% political power. We currently have currently no spy master, which is strange because you think like we'll be able to like boots off the Soviets because they're like my boss right now. Yeah, they kind of like me. 59. So I'm not that worried about that. Historically, the war started by now. Well, if you think about it, we actually did a bunch of wars. 3 of them so far. We have communism spreading in 2 different countries. This one's starting from nowhere, obviously. This one's a little bit better off because we have some grounds to do stuff. We're up to 14 now. You just need to have patience because patience is a virtue. We're at 31 now, so we currently have negative 17, and I have a couple more to go. You're done. Motorized division. Go to Heinz. And things look good. I mean, we have a lot. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. See what we could do. You know, light tanks. We're gonna be in the positive soon, which is good. Which means we could take your military factories away from you and give them to someone else. If you think I'm doing these things wrong, just think of it like pretend that I said I'm handicapping myself by constantly shoving stuff around. You know, you just have to pretend. Oh, Bells. We'll build a motorized unit next. Plenty of anti-tanks. See if there's any goodies we could use. It's not, and the answer, of course, is no, because to our credit, we actually are kind of. I don't want to say we were like prudes, but I'm trying to keep like the number of stuff we're building at a somewhat minimum. Like we have a lot of Nova bombers, we actually do need them. I'm thinking about like a little last hurrah with the Messerschmitts. It's still, it's going to be like probably at least a half a year before the folk wolves come. I'm assuming it's folk wolf still. Folk wolf. Folk wolf. Obviously, this might be the one that we beeline next. Kind of Vogel. Air cannon. And build a medium motorized unit. You could go to Westfalen, Munster. You could eat some of their famous cheese while you're over there. I'm thinking about this cavalry brigade. Yeah, might as well get another armored car. And we went from a surplus to what? We'll see what soon enough. Yeah, minus 113. Rats. At the time low, being low, the occupied territories are not that bad. 2%, 5%, 3%, 4%. They're being snatched down, which is good. Yeah, they want armored cars, and they'll be getting them really, really soon. Yes, after all, we have a production line of them. Yeah, we're producing 3 a day. Hold your horses. Anti-tank upgrade. Whatever benefit that is. Almost want to begin thinking about sneaking ahead to 40 tech. You. Wait the one day until we build something next. And I'm just going to end this recording now. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, like, or subscribe, and feel free to visit me on my website, evilsexoffender.com. This is North Sentinel Island, signing out.